regards to having a structure. Don't just throw any old thing on your board. Have a structure. So in the workshop that we done together, look at health, look at wealth, passions, charities and things that you want to support. There's 8 different things in total, but most importantly, at the very top of my board, I focus on what my purpose is. And then from my purpose, I've then got a breakthrough goal. And within the breakthrough goal, that's where I said to the universe, right, I'm going to know I'm on the right track when I've got premises in North, East, South and West London. I actually said those exact words. And because I said that in my mastermind group, I was doing weekly calls with them, paid group, so you get what you pay for. You know, I was like an accountability partner, like, guys, what are you manifesting? What have you done on your boards? What have you set as your breakthrough goal? And my breakthrough goal, I said, universe, I'm going to know I'm on the right track when I've got premises in North, East, South and West London. I've done that in January. I said that in January. I met the CEO of the offices that I've got end of January, and then I was invited in February to come for an interview. Basically, I was DJing at another ideal client. I was invited to DJ for Enterprise Nation. Have you heard of them? Have you heard of Enterprise Nation? Really great organisation. So when you're an entrepreneur doing your own thing, you can be very much a solo person in your own entity, unless you're working with companies like Scope, where you're very fortunate. With me, I am a solopreneur, so to say. So I go to places like British Library, where I can be inspired by people that are experts in their field and people that are advising people like, right, if you've got a product and you want to get into Harrods, this is how you do it. I've got the buyers of Harrods here. And so I met this lady called Emma Jones. She's got this... She's the CEO of Enterprise Nation, and my energy, the minute she was on the stage, just like you, what I love about you, you're authentic and you do things ad-lib, so you do things off the cuff. That's like me as well. I don't like rehearsing. I just like to just do it there and then, but it works. It really works for you. It works for Emma Jones, and it works for myself. So she's fantastic. You're going to have to check her out. Anyway, so I've seen her energy on the stage, and I'm like, I need to work with this person. So anyway, cut a long story short, see how the universe works. 3 years later, she's booked me to DJ. Well, she's got all of these keynote speakers coming on the stage, people that have got all these fantastic millionaire companies telling people how to do things, and I'm playing the music in between. So there's no silences. So I've manifested all of this. I said in my head, that's the kind of DJ and I want to do now. So I want to be in the club. I'm a businesswoman, a phenomenal one to that. And I want to be in renown in that world kind of thing. So anyway, manifested that thanks to a lady called Amanda. She's changed her surname, but she does PR. So she introduced me. You always got to give credit where credit's due, right? Got to make sure that in there. Yeah, have to. Amanda Ruiz, she was formerly known as. I'll find out what her information is. So anyway, she's hooked me up, great. And then seen Emma, and I saw this millionaire, and he's like, yeah. So I've got all of these offices. It's called co-working spaces. And I'll tell the listeners, contact me and I'll give you the name of the company. And he said, I've got free office space for people that are under 30. You can just come and use my offices for a year. He didn't say you have to be under 30 at this stage. He just said, I've got free offices. I've got office spaces that you can use across London. 32 of them at the time he had. And he said, just contact me, send me an email. So he made it seem like it's easy. And I was like, cool. I put that in the universe. I said that's one of my things that I want to achieve. I was like, boom, I'm going to contact him. Messaged him. He's like, yes, go to my PA it was, personal assistant. And I was like, okay. And then gone to her now. And she's like, here's the application form. And then saw the application form. You have to be under 30. Oh. But I knew the universe don't lie, I'd already concocted all of this in my head. I worked out what my purpose is, what I'm supposed to be doing. So my purpose is to facilitate people to transform their vision to reality. That's why I was born here. I'm fantastic at people saying, I've got this little thing, and I'm like, well, do it. And then I coach them into understanding how they're going to go about doing it. And they're like, oh, yeah, I can do it. I'm like, of course you can. And they're like, yeah, and they do it. And they achieve what they thought was just a very small vision. So I determined what my purpose was, determined what my breakthrough goal is, because I'm going to be doing this for thousands of people, but I knew I needed premises. So now I've manifested my premises, and they said, oh yeah, by the way, you've got to be under 30. And I wasn't giving up. I was like, nah, this is for me. And I said, well, I work with young people, because at this stage I'd already had inspiring DJs, and I was working with young people, working with a young boy with autism, who was my first client. Big up Rio, love him. Fantastic DJ, picked it up really quick. And my aim is to get him into employment where he's doing something he's naturally good at, not just Rio, video about people with on the spectrums, doing something they're naturally good at, and they're not having to pacify themselves or having to, can you? I'm like, I want them to be great at what they're doing, getting big money, and that's my aim. So, I forgot what I was saying.
It's really about positive energy and mental thought, and that's where you get to where you're going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, have you experienced anything like that? Do you, is it positive thinking that's got you where you are? Have you had any experiences? Because I find a few things where, following my intuition has, I think since I started my poetry, believing in myself and having that, I did the first poem, and I was like, I'm a poet. That's it. I'm a poet. And it's like, I'm gonna go and do poetry, and I believed it, and I started saying, I do poetry, and I'm a model as well, because I've done a bit of modelling. But before, I had the kind of, I've done a few pictures, and that self-belief of, actually, I am a poet, and I am a model, and I can take pictures, and I'm confident enough to stand up here and do it.
Yeah.
And then from I did that, and I actually went past that threshold, it's like, I'm astounded, okay? In terms of what you say about manifesting, I've done a vision board, but it's like, I want to do this.
You started it. You created one with me.
I started it there, but I'm talking in terms of my journey, in terms of my poetry. And I said, well, I want to, I've always said I wanted to be a presenter. I've always said I wanted to act. I've always said I wanted to do fashion shows, and I never did it. And I sat there for till I was 35, did little bits, but I never really blossomed.
Right.
But that positive energy and intuition and believing in myself was what enabled me to be where I am now. I'm here, I've been nominated for Best Spoken Word Artist, doing fashion shows, TV shows, Unite, 20th December.
Oh yes, I saw that. For me, so when I train people, I say to people, controversy actually sells more than positivity. Unfortunately, that will get you way more views when you're doing something controversial. Look at you smiling that right? I know.
But I've seen that with my poetry. The poetry that got me noticed was my very raunchy, Madame Pornetry poetry. And the first line is, so you want to beat the beep, and everyone's like,
straight away.
And then everyone tends to listen. You hear the gasp, but it does. So controversy is one way to get attention on social media. What else?
Absolutely. So, and then another way is being informative. So you know me as a South African house DJ. So I made sure if people done a search for South African house DJ or female DJ in London doing South African house, I was on page 1 in Google. That's how I'd be found.
How did you do that?
Well, you'd have to come to my social media classes to find that out. You will. Well, you're going to be coming. I'm going to be doing a consultation with you anyway. So it's just knowing how to use social media effectively, what time of the day I'm using it, what platforms I'm using it. At that time, I didn't have my own website. I've created my own websites now, but at that time I didn't have it. But people were still finding me at the top. So when I got a tweet from the BBC saying follow us back in the days, you had to follow. You had to be following someone in order for them to DM you. So they've asked me, can you follow the BBC so that we can DM you? And then they basically came around. I was DJing around London, in the city, Shoreditch and the likes, just doing some soul seductive sets.
As you do.
Yeah, as you do. And BBC World News. It's just like, and I was already put that on my vision board back then. I was like, $10.
So you put it on there that you want to be
on the BBC's, yes. I've got an image of me and a big screen, and then it was the BBC.
Well, I've been on BBC Radio.
Excellent.
BBC TV is what I want.
It's coming. So I love the alignment, love it.
Brilliant. So what you were saying something about what you said about the likes and people are not actually the likes and the followers are not important,